one of the things that stood out initially, immediately, was this instance called decidual cast shedding. This is a mostly unknown but absolutely horrifying experience that women have on a very, very, very rare occasion, where the entire lining of their uterus literally falls out of them, oftentimes completely intact. So as a woman, it's hard to imagine.
I can't even
Feeling like
imagine. I can't even imagine that.
it's horrible. And to give you a little context of why this stood out to us, when we recognized that we had a lot of people who completed the survey that said that this had happened to them, we did a lot of research on decidual cast shedding and the historical literature of how often that's happened and why it happens. And we went back 109 years in science looking for those answers. And we only found 10 instances, roughly 10 instances of decidual cast shedding ever reported. And our data set of just over 6,000 participants, we had 292 instances.
Oh my goodness. So 10 over 100 years of data versus you had 200 within the past year.
Almost 300. And that's only in a set of 6,000 people. So we can't even imagine what's going on outside of our study group, right? The scariest thing is as women, we don't talk about it, right? It's very faux pas to discuss what's going on with your menstrual cycles. Also, when it comes to vaccine injury, that's not the first thing that comes to your head. So making that connection was, I think, the most important part of the work that we're doing and of this conversation as a whole, because I can guarantee you that there is a massive amount of the population having issues without understanding why, or feeling like they're alone because you don't share these things. So when they silence them, it's cutting out our tongues. It's the worst thing you can possibly do for us, is isolate us when there is something that needs to be addressed. And now, 2 years later, we know that they knew the whole time, which I think we did then, but we have proof of it now.